Hey guys, so we're on a journey. We're on a journey, and I've been going through these different things and realizing just how much, we have come a long way, but there's still a lot of work for me to do. And let me explain when I say that. I have realized that I have allowed everyone's thoughts and opinions about myself change the way that I genuinely see myself, and like how whether I was in love with myself or love myself. And I realized I'm not like that anymore. I've realized, well, I am like that, I guess, actually. So I have realized that before I loved myself, I liked the way that I was empowered by who I was. And by listening to so many different people, I have come to the realization that, in fact, that I don't anymore. I don't like myself, and I'm trying to find myself and be on this journey of what it means to love myself. Now, for me personally, I choose myself, but I choose myself with very little emotion behind it. Like, I just know, like, hey, this is right or wrong. Does that make sense? I hope that does. And so I made a TikTok the other day, and I was like, what did I say? Oh, basically, I saw myself on my For You page. When I saw myself on my For You page, I didn't even want to watch myself. Like, I was like, oh, like, who the fuck is this girl? Like, I got annoyed in my spirit about myself. I don't even know if it was like my spirit. It just was like, who the fuck is this girl? And I realized it was myself. And I was like, well, that's horrible. We need to work on that. And so with that being said, we are embarking on a journey. Also, when I don't know what it was, but I basically put 1 and 1 together, 1 plus 1 equal 2 in this instance, where it was like, people go so hard for me when it comes to like friendships, whether I decide I don't want to be in a friendship, or people talk shit about me, or whatever the case may be. There's so many like different ups and downs. And when I decide to take a step back from people, and this has been very recently, since the year has started, we're only in February, people have been bothered when I decide to take a step back from them. And it's not that I'm taking a step back from them exactly. I just have to take a step back because there's so much going on, and I really don't know how to process it. And I don't necessarily always feel like I'm in a safe space to talk about what the fuck is going on with myself. And the reason why is my belief systems, my practice, and all that other stuff is a lot different, and a lot of people don't necessarily understand it, but at the same time, I probably don't give enough people to understand. And then that's one. So when I'm having these conversations with God and my spirit team and so forth, I can't have those conversations with people because they don't understand. And then also, I've realized that, which I don't think this is a bad thing, but I think this is for myself. I have been around people and been close to people, been friends with people who haven't been through enough life. And I've been through some like effed up stuff, basically. I'm really working hard to cuss a lot less. So if you see me talking like that, that's for a reason. And with that, I think it's great that they haven't been through a lot of things, like bad things, because when you have, it really changes who you are and how you are, and you become hardened a lot of the times. And so, but with that, for myself, there's some things that I'm going through or I've gone through that I do need people who have been through a lot to be able to help me. Maybe the right word would be navigate, and or it would be just to have a conversation with, that I know that I'm not crazy. And it does come with age, and it also just comes with life experiences and just different things that people have been through. And so with that, I realize I have a lot less people to have conversations with different things that are going on with myself. So I just take a step back from people so I'm able to process. And honestly, sometimes I want to be in a judge-free zone. And so there's that. So what I've learned with that over time is people get in their feelings about it, and I understand and I don't at the same time, because sometimes I realize that people think that it's about them, and in reality it's about me. But anyway, I say all that to say, I got to this point where yesterday when I saw this, or this like aha moment, was like, I I don't even like myself. And so as I meet people who fight or have these things like, ooh, you know, this about Sharina or whatever the case may be, it's like, bro, I really don't give a fuck. Like, I'm over here just trying to like myself. I don't even fucking like myself. You think I give a rat's tail about what you think about me or what's going on? I don't. I got too much going on that I'm trying to process because I've listened to all of you guys, and now I have everyone's thoughts about me inside of myself that has made me become disgusted or annoyed, frustrated, and icked by myself. And so I'm just trying to get to a point where I absolutely love myself. And this is like internally who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not talking about like my hair and stuff like that because like I probably have to move a lot further back from the camera, but I'm cool with my hair. I'm cool, and it's taken me a long time to get there. It's taken me many, many years, but I love the way my hair looks. I love the way my hair bounces and moves and all those things. I love that I wear glasses. I love those things about myself, but I'm talking about like my energy. I am talking about, which is all tied to energy to me, but the way that I move, the way that I process not maybe one of them, just mine would be my energy and how I show up in rooms. And so I'm trying to get into a place where I love my energy and how I show up and it doesn't bother me and so forth. And people are genuinely attracted to my energy. And I genuinely be like, oh, mom, please don't be. Because I just feel like my energy has so many different things. And this is what I mean. I was doing this medium call with somebody. I wasn't getting a medium reading, but it was a whole bunch of mediums, and we were on a call and we were doing like this like practice thing or whatever, right? Where you basically throw out different names and stuff of people that you know have passed away, and people will like go through the characteristics and stuff like that, right? And in that moment, I was like, I do not fit in. I could see myself on camera, and I was like, I do not fit in. And I saw how like, my energy is. And I realized that for me, I don't fit in just any old space. And I have been in these spaces for so long that I don't fit in. And people are like, you're not supposed to fit in. And I'd be like, yeah, no, I get that. But I genuinely do not fit in these places and these spaces with people. I mean this with the utmost respect for myself and other people. I have a general spirit. I am a general in the military type spirit. When I speak very clear. There are no ifs, ands, or buts of when I'm having a conversation with you and what I am saying. The power behind my voice when I speak is real. And so I realized that I have a warrior spirit and a general, like in the military type of spirit, like ranking wise. I have to keep saying that. And so I really don't know how else to be. I was raised like this, and then I feel like I was raised like this spiritually. I am not a, hey girl, how you doing? Like I am, but it's to very, 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 very small group of people. And I feel like I don't even know if this is the right word. I feel like my mistakes have been, I've been trying to be around and be cool with everyone. And I realized like I'm not an everyone type of personality. Energy. Now I am, hey, how you doing? And keep it moving. Nice meeting you. So forth like that. Like, if you want to talk, if you want to whatever, like I really am that person, and I'm a very deep and I'm a very intimate person. I'm into intimacy but I'm into intimacy and not just like a man and a woman. I'm talking about with all of my friends, like the people that I have around me. I enjoy understanding when you look at the stars and all those things. Like I want to know what you're thinking. I want to know what your understanding of the moon is and the feeling of the universe. I want to understand what you believe the universe is. Is the universe God? Is it not? Because for me, it's different. Like I long for those type of conversations. It's just genuinely who I am. But not everybody gets that version of me. And I've learned, because of the mistake over time, is everyone gets that version of me and then all hell breaks loose. And I've also, I can't explain it. Sorry, my eyes itching. I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. I just feel like one of the things for myself, I feel like when I moved out to Texas, I don't want to say that I regret moving to Texas, but sometimes I regret moving to Texas because I feel like I was so much softer and so much nicer before I moved here. But at the same time, people back home also probably that I've come across would say that I'm mean. I'm just a no nonsense person, but more since I've moved to Texas and I've come here and being in Dallas and being doused in a culture and different things that have happened and so forth here. I don't tolerate no bullshit. And my mistake is I've always tolerated bullshit. So now for me, it's such a drastic change. I'm about to be 34. So for so many of my years of my existence, of my living, I was one way. And within a matter of less than 5 years, I've changed to another person. And the other person is I don't recognize myself. I feel like in a lot of ways, this version of myself is very healthy, but I also have to begin to love this version of who I am and accept this version of who I am now that I'm able to see myself both spiritually and in an energy type of way. Because I feel like energy and spirit are two kind of different things to me, but at the same time, they interchange. And so I'm just trying to figure out how I show up for myself and not like, I feel like, I'm just telling you guys, like, I feel like when I go into a lot of spaces, what would be the right word? I feel like my energy will upset you. My energy will upset you. When I speak, you will be offended. And I've learned, it's like both ways. It's like, if you do not have a good spirit, if you are not a good person, if you are not a person that has good morals, I'm not the person to be around. I don't give a damn. I'm not a person around. My spirit is going to say something to you that you have never seen before or heard before. Because if you have like effed up integrity, your integrity is trash, whew, baby. And it's like, okay, Sharina, just be quiet. But then I'll be like, yeah, no, you baby, my love, you can't continue to go around in this world speaking like that. Because people see through that. And my thing is, if we are close, because I've looked back at the people that I've been close with, I am a person you walk through in life for accountability. I want to say for accountability, but you get accountability. And I also am okay with that at the same time for you to give it to me. I'm not giving something that I'm not ready to receive either. But it's a fucking struggle for myself, you guys. And in a career and on a workspace, like on a business aspect, we cool. Business. On a career aspect, working for a company, the higher you go up, the more you deal with people who are messed up and who have a way different way of thinking. And they've gotten away with it for so long that that's just who they are. Their rankings in their job, their titles of their job has created an ego around these different people. And so I am a person that I'm not looking to be somebody, if this makes sense. Like, I can have whatever my job title is and so forth, and it doesn't mean anything to me. And my big thing, and I know that some people probably do not agree with this, but I've always wanted my teams that I have worked with and I've created and so forth, that no matter who's in the room, I don't want you to know that there's a difference between our ranking, because that is how much knowledge, intelligence that we all have. And I know that some people probably don't agree with that, but I'm really, really big on that. And so when I walk into these spaces with different people and different leaders, that They be like, huff their chest up, you know. I'm like, ooh, baby, humbly enjoy yourself. Whatever that is for you, I hope you enjoy yourself, because there is somebody who is going to bring your ass down in a way that is not humble. And that is the part that I just continue to keep struggling with. The more and more that I'm into these meetings and these to sit down with different leaders, is like I struggle in the room of my energy. Now, if I'm around someone who is very, very strong, extremely intelligent, and knows how to maneuver, we're great. I don't have any problems. It's the people that it's so weird, because it's like, okay, Sherna, you don't fit in these rooms because these people don't have good energy, they don't have integrity, they don't have all these things. But it's like, at the same time, that's where I'm at. Like, what else how do I move? Because I don't have these issues outside of my personal life. At the same time, I'm not really around a lot of people like that in my personal life anymore. And the people who I am, who are around me, my accountability, my energy, everything, they genuinely enjoy that version of me. But it's, yeah. My camera's about to die. Hold, please. We're good to go. So it's like, I need to focus in on loving myself when other people are offended by my energy. I need to be able to continuously be so confident. No, that's not the right word. I guess confident in myself and loving myself, that no matter what's going on, like, hey, you know that you're doing the right thing, and you know that it's you know, it is what it is, basically. Because we're struggling. We're struggling continuously be in the space of where I'm at in my career, and still choosing myself. Because choosing myself and loving myself would honestly be quitting my job. And right now, that's not an option. So I have to choose myself and love myself at this place, and I need to start and embark on a journey of loving myself and being okay that people don't like me, and just move on and don't hold on to that type of energy. Because in actuality, I would prefer to talk like this all the time. I would love to stay in this type of energy. I'd love to stay in this type of space. And I don't mean energy as far as not liking myself, but the way that I'm coming off right now, I would prefer that all the time. And joking and laughing, I would prefer that all the time. But it's like, I've been consistently tried, specifically in the past year and some change, I would say the past 14 or so months, where it's like, you can fuck around and find out if you want to. And I have had some very toxic, and I'm still around some very toxic and negative energy typed people. More toxic than anything. Like 360 toxic around me. I walk among snakes. I walk among darkness. I walk into darkness every single day. And to be the light in the darkness is exhausting, day in and day out. And having to still like have your head basically on a swivel to be who you are and to not be attacked at the same time. And then just understanding that the ones that have attacked me, you didn't kill me, by no means. You are irking my nerves, but you have not killed me. Your venom has not killed me. We are holding on. Now it's one of those things now where it's like, I just want to see you. I just want you to know that I see you 50 kilometers ahead of me. And I can see that you're plotting. I'm doing whatever you are trying to accomplish with Snake. And even then, still trying to hold my head high, because I still have to walk into these rooms with these people. And when I say these people, I mean these people as in snakes. And even more, one of the things that is becoming harder for me now is the fact that there is no representation of myself. Like, I am the representation, 100%. And that on its own, woo, frustrating. Child, let me tell you something. Some things happened, and they were going to pass out bonnets to people or have bonnets available, and I was the only one who stood up and was like, that is fucking offensive. Do you hand me a bonnet? I would be offended. If anybody in this room handed me a bonnet, I would be offended. And the other thing is the fact that for myself that I even have to have these type of conversations is crazy to me. And I'd be like, this is what fucking energy be off, bro, because I have to have these conversations with you. How could you guys think that in 2024 that passing out a bonnet would be the right thing to do the week before? Really, by the time it would have came, it would have been in Black History Month. No. And so it's like, that's why I say I love the way that I look. I understand, like, when I first started working for the company that I'm at now, these Black girls will come up to me and they just be like, whatever you do, don't change. And I never could understand what they were talking about until I understood what they were talking about. But to be honest, it's very hard in these spaces to not change and to be who you are when being who you are is offensive to people. It's a very tricky and a very hard thing to do. And so, my friends, we are on a journey to love ourselves, not just choose ourselves, to love ourselves and to be in love with ourselves and to be in love with the way that we look and the way that we are. Actually, wear a lot less makeup and process of me choosing myself and loving myself. My skin is skinny though, that's one thing, because I have a great esthetician. But yeah, like I am trying to love the bare bones of myself, if that makes sense, and then plays up loving all parts of who I am wrapped up. It's on my own. I love myself. Like, how does that make sense? How do I say this? On my own of how is showing up who I am, I love myself. I love myself on the simple fact that I speak up for myself and so forth. But that is also the thing that I don't like about myself, is that I speak up for myself. Because speaking up for myself becomes a target on your back all at the same time. That's why I said I'm never meant to be famous. I cannot be one of those celebrities and so forth that everyone has an opinion. What? I would, So yeah, because I love myself when I don't go to work. I love myself in working with people who are like me. I love myself in working with people who understand me culturally. I love myself when I'm working around great positive energy and great people and people who have integrity. Like, I love myself around my team. I love my team for being my team and who they are. All of those things. I was just telling someone the other day, like, being who I am and what I look like, what I stand for. I'm talking about racially, culturally, and I play two different dynamics when I say culturally too. Being where I'm from and then moving out here. My fight is different. And I was telling this is also, I was telling someone, I said, to understand me, my beliefs, my practice, who I am, and understanding that I rock with my ancestors. I rock with my ancestors. I walk with my ancestors. I am my ancestors, and I honor my ancestors. And by me doing that at the same time, there are certain things that I cannot stand. I cannot walk. I cannot stand there and allow to see. I can't sit there and see. I have to speak up. I have to speak up. But it's like, at the same time, you have to understand, if by you speaking up, these are the things that are going to happen. And so if these are the things that are going to happen continuously, then I have to know that I have to love myself in the version of who I am right here, right now. I can't change for anybody else. I can't do that. I gotta stop doing that. I have been doing that. I have to stop doing that. And it sounds crazy, but the only people that I'm really excited to be proud of me are my ancestors. My ancestors, my spirit guides, my spirit team, my angels, God. Just like, those are the ones that all I'm asking is, I just want you guys to be proud. But I also have to be proud of myself. But you know what I'm saying? And so I have to go on this journey of loving myself and being in love with myself. Because if this is who I am and this is what I stand for, the fight is going to be different. My fight is different. My fight looks different. And my wins hit differently. But with any fight, you're still going to get beat on at the same time. And just being punched continuously like a punching bag, even though you're coming in with a way bigger swing at the end, it still changes you. Because you've been fighting for so long, you're just tired. And you just feel every single punch with every word that they're saying. And so it's like, I'm fighting this fight. It's a spiritual fight at the same time, right? I'm fighting this spiritual fight, and I just gotta see it through. And yeah, okay, we're winning these. But when you go through so much, that shit changes the hell out of you. And so we're here. And it's like, I'm unapologetically me, but then I'm apologizing to me. It's fucking crazy. So we're gonna make this a little series, and we're gonna check in with ourselves and work on the different things and talk with my therapist. And you guys will be on the journey with me. Because we gotta get it together. And I gotta get it together. This is what I know, the things that I know, I felt that my plans are to prosper you, not to harm you. That's what I just heard. I know the things that are lined out for me to a certain extent. And I know that in that I have to go through what I'm going through. It just sucks. I know that the people that I'm going to reach, and just me being me, is a thing because people watch it. I just know that where I'm going, I have to go through these things for me to be able to handle everything that's coming to me and that belongs to me and that is mine. But within that, it's like, also my level of not giving a F is good, but I can't let the residual stay of the BS I've been through stay there, because I also feel like there might be some doors that I'm supposed to walk through and I have the keys for. I could mess up. And yeah. And I've also, one thing, and I'm gonna have to cut this out, go on about my day, but I look at, when I'm being very critical of people now, I'm gonna say in the past like week or so, I'm realizing that I'm really judging myself 100%. And so all of these things that I have to take into consideration to be who I'm supposed to be. And so if I'm being critical of other people, I'm really tearing myself down, and I could be possibly tearing them down, and that's not positive at all. So it's like, baby girl, by loving yourself, you love other people. We just got to be okay with how our energy shows up and understanding why our energy is showing up in this way in this moment. So yeah. Here's that, you guys. Good day.